Good morning, ladies and gents. It's 9:15 on Thursday, and I'm sitting here because I got paid today, or, you know, at midnight, my last paycheck and my severance. So I'm just sitting here taking care of my finances, seeing what I have to do, how much I'm gonna put away, how much I'm gonna invest in some education, and just, you know, getting track of where my money's at right now, which I firmly believe is something everyone should do on a regular basis. I mean, I check my money like once a day just because it'd be like that sometimes, but I'm very serious about my savings. I always pay myself first. For the most part, I'm pretty good with money, pretty careful. I just like to know, you know, 2 or 3 steps ahead what money I should be allotting to what, and you know, if I really want to buy something, I'll buy something. I'm not, you know, stingy. I'll treat myself, but you know, I do the research. What's the better option? Sit on it for a few days. Do I want it? And then I'll go and splurge, you know? So just get my finances in order. And since I got my severance, I'm most likely going to be starting my official nutrition course soon. I mean, I'm pretty well versed in nutrition already. I'm basically just in it for the certificate. But it's a really important asset to have in my field, so I'm gonna do that. And what else we have today? Oh, there's a few things in the fridge that I want to meal prep. And tonight we're probably gonna have leftovers, but we already ate up all of our broccoli and Brussels sprouts, so we need a veggie. And I have a lot of leftover cucumbers, so I think I'm gonna make like a cucumber salad. I do not have any dill, unfortunately, but I do have vinegar. We'll see how that works out. I also really want to kind of go on a bake-a-thon today and see how many things I can make with protein powder. Honestly, just because it's fun. I've really been enjoying baking and cooking and improvising, and I just want to keep it going and I want to practice. So I also have my friend's workout plan I want to work on today. I told her I'd have it to her by the end of the day tomorrow, so I'm glad I gave myself like a week turnaround time. So I worked on it a little bit yesterday, and I'm gonna work on it like more today, and then by Friday it won't be some big stressful ordeal. Okay, I'm gonna put on my sew money and crunch some numbers here.
Crunch.
Did it help?
I'm doing it. An ASM certified nutrition coach course. Add 2 cards. Oof. Oof. That's a lot of money. But if there's one thing I've learned from listening to so many recently, is that being safe with money and being conservative with money will only get you so far as your savings. At a certain point, you have to get out of a scarcity mindset and into an abundance mindset and make choices trusting in yourself and your ability to have that money come back to you. Money is always flowing. I don't want to get too like woo-woo about it, but I always like heard these sentiments around money and success and your mindset and perspective and all these like Tony Robbins-esque kind of ideals, and I always thought, okay, yeah, crazy. But if anything that this past year, and especially this past few weeks, has taught me is that it's 100% mindset. And it's not like, oh, if you believe in it, it will happen like magic, but it's if you believe and you truly believe and you make choices based on that belief, it will influence your actions even the tiniest amount moving forward, and every decision that you make from that point on will bring you towards, because you'll have that mindset and you'll have that internal guidance. Like I don't want to get too long story short, invest in yourself. Every time I'm editing the vlog and I'm editing another one of those repetitive segments of the Benny playing in the bed, every time she hears herself whining and barking on the computer, she comes over and wants rubs.
She goes, is that a puppy dog barking? Because I'm a puppy dog and I think you should give me attention. Baby.
How can you not? How can you not? You are so cute.
How's that? Is that good? Can I edit now? Did you get some lalas?
Okay, I've been working for a few hours now, and sorry, I'm moving my candle. This looks so ominous. I've been working for a few hours now, and I'm starting to get to that point where I'm getting a little like out of focus, losing my first wind. I'm gonna use the technique I used last week. I'm just gonna shift gears for a little bit. I brought my computer into the kitchen. I want to try to do some baking. I do some meal prepping. I have some onions and peppers and stuff I want to cut up. I want to make a cucumber salad for dinner. So I'm just gonna kind of tool around in the kitchen for a while, and I brought my computer with me so that if I get an idea regarding my other work, I can quick and shift gears to that, and I can kind of ping pong back and forth to keep myself my momentum going. I know it's not the best working style, but I am thoroughly a ping ponger. Like when I clean, I like do half the dishwasher and then do a little laundry and then I start wiping down over here and then I finish the dishwasher and then I vacuum and then I finish wiping down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. It's cold.
What?
It's cold.
Not as cold as your heart.
Excuse me? I wish the weather would make up its mind, New Jersey, so we can make a definitive decision on whether or not the heat can be off for the season. And going through this cycle of like putting the heat on and letting the apartment warm up and then turning off the heat and letting the warmth just stay trapped in, and then it gets really nice out. We open all the doors, we open all the windows and the balcony. Oh, yeah, just heard the heat kick on. But it was so nice, and now it's cold all over again. I feel like baking. And I stumbled upon this crazy, so I was looking for what desserts I can make based on the ingredients we had in the house. And I saw this recipe for 39 calorie brownies, 37 calorie brownies. I'm like, I don't buy it. So we're gonna give it a try, see how these babies turn out. And we're going to calculate the macros for ourselves and see how accurate this is. Ingredients, to be fair, it does call for skim milk. And I only have, oh, this is skim milk. I didn't realize that Greg usually doesn't pick skim. Interesting, okay. Greek yogurt, baking powder, salt, egg.
Where's my bending? Oh!
Yeah, come to see you.
Cocoa powder.
Hello. Hello.
Half cup oats and stevia-based sweetener. It even says great for baking.
You know we have a puppy.
It's a good girl.
I am helping myself to a delicious PB&J sandwich.
Wow, what a surprise.
What are you weighing?
I'm baking. Is that okay?
Just let me think about it for a little bit and then I'll let you know.
Fine. Then you don't get any. I saw this recipe for 37 calorie brownies, and I don't buy it, so we're putting it in this house.
How are you gonna know it's gonna be 37 calories?
I'm gonna calculate it. One of the girls broke their water bowl. I had to throw it out.
Why? How?
I don't know. There was a bang. I turned around and the bowl was empty, and I went to go fill it, and you could see a large crack going through the center.
Fat girls.
Yeah. 3/4 cup non-fat Greek yogurt. So that's 170 grams. 170 grams. 1/4 cup skim milk.
I must say I'm so happy I sat while I made my PB&J.
Yeah?
Yeah, it made me feel good. Did you wash this before you put all the pretzels in there?
Yes. 1/2 cup cocoa powder. Oh, I should probably preheat the oven. 400 degrees. We're gonna do 1 egg. 1/2 cup old-fashioned oats. 1/2 cup. Okay. And 1/2 cup of sweetener. I don't have to weigh this because there's literally no calories. Okay. Oh, baking powder. 1 teaspoon baking powder. And yes, I will be tasting this straight from the bowl with the raw egg and everything. I don't care. I do not care. I mean, I do not advise that you do it because we're all adults that can make our own decisions. And just because I do it doesn't mean you should do it. It's sad that I even have to say that, but oh wow. Wow, that is chocolatey. All right, I'm gonna still preheating. That looks really liquidy. I'm gonna calculate this. All right, I have my batter in my trusty pie dish again. I'm gonna do 1/3 of it plain, 1/3 of it almonds, and 1/3 of it white chocolate chips, just to give it a little something something. I did already calculate the recipe as is without the add-ons I'm about to put, and with the products I had, each brownie should come out to 49 calories, 4 grams of protein, 7.5 grams of carbs, 1.3 grams of fat, which honestly, that's still insane. And this is gonna make 9 brownies. It's a pretty good serving. The only thing is I'm a little worried about how thin it is on the bottom. Hopefully it puffs up a little bit. We'll see, I'm about to pop it in. We'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, let's see. Oops, looks dark. Maybe it's because I used dark cocoa, but I mean, it looks baked. I'll let it cool for a bit and then we'll take a knife to it. As you can see, here's our third. I tried to segment it. Here's our third of plain. Our third of white chocolate is right here, but it definitely like soaked in. I'm excited for those because I wonder how the melted chocolate is going to change the consistency. And here we have our third of almonds. Yes, I am eating it straight from the pan. I have not done my photography yet, but fine to a verdict. These ain't it. They're missing something. You can tell it's stevia. I don't know, ma'am. There's something. It's missing. I don't know. It just tastes like fake sweet. And it's not like real flowery. Maybe it's because I made it too thin. I wouldn't do it again. Look, I couldn't even plate them. They just couldn't hold a form. I even put them in for more time and nothing changed, so. I'm obviously not gonna throw them out, but I think I'm gonna just put them in a Tupperware in the fridge, and maybe I'll like crumble it up on top of oats or yogurt or something like that. After that little bit of a fail, I'm gonna switch gears and go savory. I have some onions and some peppers I wanna dice up because you know how I prep them. Updates. So cucumber salad was a fail. The cucumber head was not good, and you saw my baking was a bit of a fail. But I just meal prepped the veggies that I had, and I kind of lost all motivation to bake something else after that first disaster. So I kind of just zeroed back into work, which is what I'm doing now. I did do some working out, and I'm basically, my workout today was basically me trying out the workouts I'm prescribing for my clients. So I did like a medley of things that kept me moving and gave me confidence knowing that it was a good workout. We just got back from a walk around the neighborhood with Benny. I've really been enjoying my walks with her. I usually go with Greg after work or in the afternoon by myself at some point, but we've really just been enjoying like looking at the houses, and Greg and I have a little bit of the homeowner bug, you could say. So we've done a lot of like house window shopping, like, oh, I like that one, I don't like that one, I like what they do with that. And plus looking at houses is like the only interesting thing that's left to do. But I'm finishing up some work now. Greg is still in the office. I did not have dinner yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have dinner, to be quite honest, because the brownies from before, I think the issue was the sweetener, the 0 calorie sweetener, because that artificial sweetener just like did my stomach dirty, and it's just not feeling food right now. It's the same thing that happened with the I mean, to be fair, I had like 5 matcha blondies, so I can understand why my stomach was upset, but it's not doing well. It's okay, baby. So I'm just gonna keep doing this probably for the rest of the evening, to be quite honest, because Greg around 8:15, he, his alma mater actually asked him to virtually come into class and talk to a marketing classroom about his job, which is pretty cool. And I think it's a great way to get valuable coursework for students right now. So I think it's really awesome that he's doing that. Maybe I'll get some secret footage of him being profesh.
What started to happen was they needed to shift their messaging. They needed to change their messaging from their product push, and they said, hey, we really need to start addressing what's happening in the current marketplace right now. So in a 2-week turnaround, they actually put together a whole communications toolkit to address everything that's currently happening in the current industry. So from our point of view, we were taking all of our product messaging, and we were telling all of our publications, stop running. We're gonna send you new creative.
Is Daddy doing a good job?
Addressing all.
Is he doing a good job? You gonna play with toys? Which one you wanna play with? I think she likes the purple one. Which toy you wanna play
You
with?
like this one? Yeah, that. Do you like this one?
No, let's just go to the same toy we've been playing with. Oh.
Wait,
Oh.
Did you get a bunch of new toys? So many. You wanna play with this one? What about that one?
Which one are you gonna play with?
It's a good girl.
Why is she doing with so much joy?
Benny, how many toys did you get? Did you get one?
He's like, don't touch it. You get this one, that one.
Which one do you like?
You like that one? Yeah, me too. What about this one too?
Is she overwhelmed?
You like this one? Yeah, she likes that one too.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a little. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. A little tug and play.